Welcome to the party. I wanted to close the door, but the door is closed. You know what? I just realized I'm always like in this hoodie situation when I'm talking to you. It's weird. It's not that I'm just dressing like this, but I feel safe. And when I'm talking to you, I'm always like processing emotions, and maybe that's why. Whatever. That's how the internet is gonna see me. Beautiful. I'm looking for some light. What do you want? What color do you want? I want to make this a little bit. Blue is always so. I think green. Let's try green. It's for the hope. Green. Is this cool? Is this dangerous? Is this cool, or is this like freaking you out? I want to do red. No. It's maybe funny to record like this. Fuck that. Sorry, let's stay with green. Enjoy. This is gonna be the deepest into my broken heart I could possibly go with you. This topic. Tune in or leave it. Do what's good for you. Silence. Everybody's talking about how good silence is. But when you experienced or experiencing what I experienced or experiencing, you know how dark silence can be. Because silence itself is calming. It's a way of connection, we all know that. But it can be the darkest place you've ever entered. When you find yourself moving from your heart and from your soul into your mind by accident, by fear, and you find yourself in silence, but not in a beautiful silence, more in a completely stuck and destructive silence of perfectionism and being stuck and living in your mind. Like when you find yourself in silence, living in your mind, you cut out everything, your heart, your soul, the room to breathe, to be. You cut out life, you cut out reality, you cut out everything. And all you want is to remember and to live and to breathe and, you still feel a desire for wildness, for life. Because life is not silent. There is silence in life. But when you enter silence, then this silence is not beautiful anymore. When you are alive and when you're living and you have moments of silence, or you consciously create moments of silence with yourself, with your partner, with your friends, when you stop talking and you're listening to the birds and to the ocean, to your heartbeat, to your friends, this is a silence that is really beautiful. That is aliveness. But today I'm talking about silence where you just become quiet. Not because you want to. Actually, you want to the opposite. But you become silent because of fear. And the fear creeps in and makes you so numb and so disconnected from your heart. The thoughts become so loud that everything else, you, your heart, your soul, your life, outside, inside, becomes silent. And this silence is my darkest place. I don't know what about you, I don't know you. But today I'm talking to those people that are experienced or experiencing this kind of silence. Because I want to open up about it. I want you to at least know that you're not alone in it. I can't tell you how to move out of it. Even maybe I can. Let's dive into it. So the silence of silence, not consciously choosing silence, but a period, maybe years, months, weeks of silence is not a healthy, nice way of silence. It's happening through fear, and your mind becomes so loud and so perfectionistic and so that everything else becomes silent. And yeah, you're not alone. I think this is the best positive outlet of this whole thing that I'm sharing it with you. Maybe we can go now together into yeah. I do have some realizations. So you're trying to be you and protect your soul and your dreams, and then you end up in this silence because things are happening and you get scared. So, and this scarcity puts your mind into a state of, it just puts you into your mind completely, and then everything else becomes silent because you're there. You're not in your body, you're up there. And the only thing that actually makes the silent more alive again is to leave it. You can't change it. You can't make it more alive while running more into the silence of your mind. But to leave it. Leave your mind for a second. And I mean that. Like, leaving that for a moment, for like 1 minute, sounds like nothing. But this is so much. When you're so stuck in your own thoughts, unable to leave it, unable to escape from it, no matter what you're doing, you would rather like. Actually, this is like an OCD mind. Just coming up with it now. So, you would rather stop living, stop talking to people, than giving up on your thoughts. So there's no way of like escaping the silence by just doing something else. It is, you're stuck in your own mind because you're in fear. That's where you go. When you're fearful, you're not running away, you're running back into your mind, and then you're stuck there. And the only way to move again, to give because your soul needs room. She just needs that. More thoughts, more certainty, more. No, your soul, your dreams, you need room. Not more thoughts, but room to be. So the only way to escape this silence is to escape your mind for a few moments. Try and to explore, let it go. Letting it go for a few breaths. And exploring the room that is opening up when we leave our mind behind. And in this room, we live. And in this room, the soul lives. And in this room, there's love. And in the mind, in the constant awareness of the mind and the thoughts, it's a fearful place. It's a bubble. And there's no way to make it better in that bubble, but the only way to feel lighter, to become lighter, to move from the mind back into the present moment and into your heart and into your soul, the only thing that is actually saving you from this silence is to leave it behind for a few breaths. I'm not talking about leaving it behind because it's impossible, but leave it behind for a moment and see what else there is, because you're not, like, your thought is not the only thing that is existing. Your mind becomes so loud and so stagnant that it's telling you you're just your thoughts. It's not. You have a heart, you have a body, you have a soul, you have the flowers, the birds, you have so much. There's so much to focus on. Shift your focus, shift your attention. That's what you can actually do, to leave this silence for a moment. Because I know this silence is not what you're looking for. I know that you're actually dying in this silence, and the more you're like in there, the more you cut out everything else, and the more you're dying in the present moment. You feel like dying because you're dying, just in your mind, living in your mind, and your soul needs to be really random video. I'm unable to go like deeper now. Hope this is enough for you to feel less alone. Take care.